Hello, my name is Milvad, and today we are going to review some PRs in the Laravel framework. When you are review some PRs in the Laravel, give you some knowledge about the core of the Laravel and some mechanism that you can add into your own project, and it's improve your knowledge about the Laravel, PHP, and another. Okay, the first PR is a closed PR, but I want to say something about this PR. This PR add a new class. It's a HTTP status. This is a enum and add a status code of the HTTP codes, and these codes are exist in the Symfony response. If use Symfony is a PHP framework in the and you can use the response class for the Symfony. And it's a one problem is that exists in the Symfony, and another problem is a enum. When you are using a enum, you must use a value to give a correct value of the enum, and we have a two problem, and it's closed by Taylor, and here I say we have a problem that's, for example, you want to use it's HTTP status and use a value, and it's not very good, and you can use a const of the Symfony response. And here is that the Taylor comments and to close this PR. And the next PR is the Team McDonald. Team McDonald is one of the teammate in the core of the Laravel team. It's a very great developer, and here add a PR that allows headers to be replaced on the HTTP client. Laravel have a HTTP client in the Laravel. You can go and read about this. In the introduction, you use the Gazelle HTTP. Gazelle HTTP is a very good for using API and HTTP client, and this is a Gazelle. It's very famous for HTTP requests, and this PR add a feature that you can replace headers in the HTTP client. This method exists in the pending request. Illuminate HTTP client pending request. In this function, replace the header options. In this pending request, have a one attributes name option is that array, and the array have a one key headers for the HTTP, and merge the headers that's sent by param with the headers option, and return this for the chain method, and write a test about this. For example, here is mock the HTTP is a fake HTTP, mock the HTTP, and here we have a request with headers. Headers is the xtest header, the value is the foo, and here use the replace headers and replace the xtest headers with baz or buzz, and is the post method for this request. And here check the assert is sent, and here check headers have a xtest headers with the buzz value, and 3 tests here for these methods, and here this. Okay, this is a PR, and I think we resolve the this issue. And this PR is for mine, and I add this PR. Add test with array for assert view has method. When you are using the assert view has in the test response, testing Laravel. Sorry about my in the testing here in the HTTP test we have a one method is the assert view has. That's this. When you're pass a array for the key param, they use the assert view has all method here. Assert view has all method, and there is no test about this, and I add this test for this. Here we have a mock response, and I use assert view has with the array param for key, and in the background assert view has used the assert view has all method, and I add this and merge it. Yes, I remove these tabs. Assert missing attachment method through mail class, and this Brady tile, and it's a bug fix. In the mail attachments we have a one method in the document, it's attachment, but there is no exist in the mail classes, and Brady add this method to mail message in the eliminate notification messages from mail message .php. We have one method in the attachment. Get a params files is a must be attachment or attachmentable, and for each add a loop for files, and get the file and the options. If file is int, use attach method and pass options. If there is not int, use pass a file and options. And this section is very similar with the test response here. If the key is int, pass a value param, but there is not int, pass a key and value for the assert view has params. And that is, and add some tests about this, make a attachable and implement the attachable interface, and here use the mail message here, and attach use the attach many method and pass the attachable and some pass. And here for assert same, the data is bar, the name is the foo, the options is my, and that is with the raw attachment. When you are use attach method, there is add a value for raw attachments. And here is some assets for attachments attribute. And I back to the conversations. Okay, the last PR that review for this lecture, it's Luke Kazmish. I can't say this. And this is a support conditional rules with nested rules. Here resolve a issue. It's say about some issue about the rules. And here in the nested rules, use the validation rule parser and filter conditional rules. And in the test, here use the rule for each, and when you are use the for each, you can use the rule and, for example, when for example it's a conditional, and here is the rules. When this add this feature for the rules, you can use the conditional for the nested rules. And that's it, is a 4 or 5 PR that review for this lecture. If you like this video, you can like my video and add a comment if you like to continue this playlist. And you can follow my Twitter to know about the lessons in the YouTube, for example, eloquent tips or best packages in the Laravel, or review PRs. I hope this video is helpful for you, and until next video, goodbye.